How are you feeling about the state of your offensive line on the whole just through camp?
I've been excited all summer to work with these guys. I mean, they put so much in this spring and fall or summer. The time they've invested in their extra time, the stuff they've done after weights with Horrigan and his staff in the weight room. It's been fun to watch them, and it's been exciting to get to camp. And my wife and I were talking last night, it's like day 7, and it's just already here. Like, you have a big scrimmage tomorrow. To watch how a lot of the young guys that played early last year had to play have taken that next step. And then the older guys, how football has really slowed down for them. And those are the things that at the offensive line position, if you're moving forward as a young guy, and the older guys, you have 2 or 3 of them in there that have played enough to connect all the dots, you got a chance to play well.
It's kind of unusual to see a redshirt freshman, possibly competing to be the starting left tackle.
Yeah.
So, I guess, what has Gunnar Hansen done over the last 6 months to just, really improve? Great,
obvious question is, he's a guy that didn't play at all last year.
Right, yeah.
Pitch played a little bit at the end. Castillo started 6 games. Gunnar just was adjusting from the high school to college game, and he came in and submitted himself like, coach, let's go, let's teach. And he's a guy that comes from a great high school program, so he knew how to compete, he knew how to get physical, and really made that decision through the winter workouts with Coach Horrigan, and then in the spring ball. We had a couple injuries, bang, early on, opened up an opportunity. He said, Coach, I got it. And just his confidence in how he said that, slide on out there, let's get through the day. And all of a sudden, hey, the next day we got to do it one more day. Oh, this looks pretty good. And he's out there playing extremely confident right now. So as long as he's playing well, and then Junior Uzibu is doing a great job. He's had a huge camp. Huge camp.
What do you think are Gunnar's kind of biggest strengths and also areas of improvement? He's obviously young.
Yeah, and it's fun because I like this about him. Gunnar's a South Florida kid. And most people look at O-line and then they think skill positions and quarterbacks. Everybody got stereo. Gunnar's got some personality. Gunnar's got a little bit of attitude to him, and swag, juice, whatever they call it nowadays. He's got some of that. And I think the rest of the group, it's fun because they feed towards that. And so they all work interconnected. And like I said, the older guys are connecting some dots. The younger guys are bringing some liveliness and energy and juice that, when you're in a program that's trying to rebuild and you're here for a while, sometimes that's hard to keep going, and those young guys provide a lot of life in that group right now.
How are you feeling about the center position and the depth there?
Really good. I think you go back and look at last year, I wouldn't say best, but most consistent was probably Julian Hernandez. And then, it was his first year starting, even though he's a third-year college kid, he's going to be in his 4th year this fall. It really was his first time as a starter that they were counting on him. And so he really took ownership this winter. And then, like I said, I give all the credit. Coach Horrigan and his staff this winter really connected this group and the team. And Julian came out as a leader. Like, it wasn't questions. He just acted like it from day one, from spring ball. And he's really been the glue guy for the whole unit.
How do you weigh, the prospect of having, Ashmore at that right tackle spot that he's always been at versus you also have Brammer who can play a lot of different spots and figuring out where to put those guys?
It's fun, Brammer's given us some versatility.
Yeah.
He stepped in and really out of the gate this summer connected with the group. Like, he was running with the older guys, he's living with older guys, that's who he's hanging with. So he became part of the group pretty quick, and I think that was intentional on his part, watching him, that he knew I had to get the trust of my brotherhood before it was just. But he's created a lot of versatility. Him, Castillo, Ashmore, like I said, that right side right now, those 3 guys, Castillo's probably the true guard, but Ash and Brammer have both been playing guard, so it gives us some versatility with those 2. We're going to put the best guys on the field, and you might see 3 guys playing over there throughout a game. Help us, our stamina, and kind of the aggressiveness towards the end of the game.
Do you think do you think Grayson Morgan can play center long term? Do you view him as more of a tackle?
There's no doubt about it. Yeah, there's no doubt he's going to be a long-term guy for us. Could he play tackle? Sure he could. But he's a kid, once again, comes from an awesome program right here in Tennessee. He's a very, very sharp football player. Some of the young guys give him a lot of heck because it comes kind of natural to him, and he remembers stuff. And so he uses that as a weapon. He gets guys on the right line, and he's making plenty of mistakes. But you don't see the weight difference out there. That's what I figure as a young guy. He just got to come along. But at the end of the day, recruit smart, tough, athletic guys, and they're going to make themselves that position.
Thank you.
Thanks.